Greetings, students. This is Professor DeLuke. So on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th of next week, you're going to be taking the assessment quiz at the testing center. The assessment quiz is going to be different from the online major exams that you've taken so far. Your two major exams that you've taken online have been multiple choice and true-false type of questions. This assessment quiz is going to be an essay-style type of online exam. And what I want to do today is to go through a little demonstration on how you will answer the questions on this essay style and make sure that you do it in a fashion similar to what I will be demonstrating for you when you take the actual assessment quiz. So I'm logged into e-learning here. I'm logged in as if I were a student. So I just clicked on exams. Now there is a little demonstration exam that I'm going to be using. This is not going to be your actual exam. I'm using this for demonstration purposes only. So I'm going to click on this assessment quiz, the demo, and I will do continue. And then there is a password that's required. This will be put in by the testing center. Okay, so got the password in there. Now, the assessment quiz has some very, very specific grading criteria. There are 2 questions. There are 5 parts to each question, so there's essentially 10 questions. For each of them, you need to do 3 things. You need to first write the correct formula down that you need for that particular question. The second thing is you need to then rewrite the formula with the correct variable values. And the third thing is you need to calculate the correct answer. So you should be sure to bring a calculator with you. So this is just a little sample. This is not your actual assessment quiz. This is just a generic assessment quiz. So question 1. A local distributor for a Belgian chocolate manufacturer expects to see 12,000 cases of chocolate truffles next year. The annual holding cost for the truffles is $16 per case per year. The ordering cost is $60. The company works 320 days per year. What quantity should the store order for each order? Now we know that this is an economic order quantity problem, okay, for a couple of reasons. First is there is an ordering cost that's defined. The ordering cost is $60, and the ordering cost is only used in economic order quantity problem. So the first thing that I would recommend that you do is to write down the correct variable values. So capital D, which we understand is to be the annual demand, there's no calculations required for this problem. It is clearly stated that the annual demand is 12,000, so I'll just enter that in right there. Also, the holding cost H. Holding cost H is defined to be $16 per case per year, okay? So I'll just put in 16. And the ordering costs, which we know is the letter S, variable letter S, and that is $60 per year. So I have my 3 variables values shown here. So the first thing that you're required to do is to write the correct formula. So we want to calculate the economic order quantity. So that's EOQ equal. Now I don't expect you to, on your keyboard, write the square root symbol or anything like that. So all you have to do for showing me that you know that the formula involves a square root, it just kind of put in some abbreviation here, square root of 2 times D times S divided by H. So that is your formula. So that tells me you know what the correct formula is. The next thing that you'll do is you'll rewrite the formula with the correct variable values in it. So EOQ is equal to square root 2 times annual demand is 12,000 S is 60 divided by the holding cost, and the holding cost is going to be 16. So now I have the correct variable values into the equation. The last required step is that you will calculate the correct answer. So what is the correct calculation for this question? So the EOQ, when you put these numbers into your calculator and calculate the square root, you're going to get 300 is the correct answer. So those are the three things that you need to do for question number 2. So let's go to the second question. Second question asks, again for the same information, how many times per year will the store order? So you'll have a formula sheet with you. So you need to select what the correct formula is for this question here. So the correct formula is the orders per year is equal to capital D, annual demand, divided by the EOQ. There's my formula. Next thing I will do is to rewrite the formula with the correct variable values. So orders per year going to be equal to 12,000 divided by the EOQ, which I calculated in question number 1, and that is 300. And then the last thing is to put down your correct answer. So the orders per year, we will order 40 times per year. Okay, you don't necessarily have to put in the unit of measure, but it certainly would not hurt to do that. Now, I'm going to stop right here on this little demonstration, but the other questions you would do exactly the same as this. So once again, there's going to be 2 problems on the assessment quiz. Problem number 1 will be a basic economic order quantity, such as we have right here. There are 5 questions to that particular problem. The second is an economic production quantity problem, and there will be 5 questions related to it. So make sure that you put in the formula, make sure you rewrite the formula with the correct variable values, and then finally make sure that you do your calculations and show what your calculated value is. That is all I'm going to be doing for this little demonstration, students. If this is unclear to you or you have any questions about this, please send me an e-learning message and I'll be happy to answer them.